Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. Today it's something a little bit weird, something a little bit different, but it was brought to my attention the existence of a subreddit full of excerpts and screenshots of books where men are describing women, talking about women in a rather crass and it's just bad writing. So this is me reading these extracts and reacting as I go along. So I don't know what I'm going to find. Let's get straight into the video.
Well, so here we are with the Reddit thread thing. I will leave a link in the description below. So here we are. She breasted boobily down the stairs, starts being promising. So here we are. Here we go. This is from Stephen King. Stephen King, The Long Walk. I haven't read that book, but his mother was also tall, but two things, nothing wrong with that. Her breasts were almost non-existent, token nubs. Well, I don't know. That's terrible. Is that really, really terrible? I don't know. There's comments. We want to see the comments of the people here. Let's see what people have got to say about that. This book says the titles proposed about books should include the book as the title. Always got to mention the breasts, otherwise the men will get confused about the gender. I think we're okay with names as well, but there you go. As a gay man into creative writing, I'm thinking I should go out of my way to throw in random asides about my male characters' penises. Well, you could, it's your prerogative, but I suppose penises aren't necessarily as visible as boobs, necessarily, but I don't know. Anyway, there was that. So let's go back to what was this? That's Dutch. I cannot do Dutch. Sorry if anyone. But Jesus was there. So anyway, what's this? She wore white gym shorts. Her legs, he thought, were almost certainly the legs of a virgin, dry and without hair. The left knee cocked and carrying her entire weight, which was just over 117 pounds. How did you know that? I'm more concerned that he knew. What kind of rapey language is that? 117 pounds. The legs of a virgin. I mean, maybe there's some implications there about the age of the lady in question, but I'm more concerned that he's clearly been perving over and sort of stalking her to know that she's exactly just over 117 pounds. That's too precise a number to make anyone comfortable. The piano teacher. I don't know. I don't get why it was pointed out, and I hate it because this is legitimately a breathtaking book so far. It's a trip by Cormac McCarthy. I've only read The Road, isn't it? But Meridian, one of two. She didn't answer. There's no apostrophe there. He propped his foot on the porch and watching out across the deck, the puddle, and her breasts pendulous and bobbing. Pendulous breasts. Would I ever define breasts as pendulous, like a grandfather clock? Oh, those are some sagging boobs. That you're carrying a few decades there. If your breasts are pendulous, ladies, please don't comment below. Guys, please tell me I'm missing something because I can't understand the meaning. This is sideways. See full image? Do I want to see the full image? What does it say? No, I don't know. Cannot be bothered. Can't read that. I don't want to download it and rotate it. Green Earth by Kim Stanley Robinson. Where is the? Ooh. Charlie took another testpool from the bottle. Now it was at body temperature or almost. A bit early to be hitting the bottle, Charlie. What you drinking there? Well, I'm drinking my wife's breast milk, if you must know. Say what? Sorry about that. I'm testing the temperature of one of Joe's bottles. They have to be. So you're drinking your wife's breast milk out of a baby bottle. Yes, how is it? It's good, thin but sweet. A potent mix of protein, fat, and sugar. No doubt the perfect food. Right. I don't know. I'm going to go out on a win here, and I'm going to say that probably there's a lot of fathers that have tried the wife's breast milk. I think there's a natural curiosity about it. I don't think if I tested my wife, because she had anemia both times she gave birth, she didn't produce much. So it wasn't as if I felt good about stealing my children's not much food around. So I don't know. This the issue is the potent mix of protein, fat, and sugar line, isn't it? Everything else is all right. What's this? Description of a Chinese teenager and her infatuated cousins. She was the sort of woman men fantasized about. Small but perfectly proportioned. Nice. Her face one of classical Han beauty. Her gestures and movements somehow always erotic. How can every gesture be erotic? Her looks masked her extreme intelligence. Her IQ off the measurable scale, and she was an authentic genius whose mind worked so fast and on so many levels, it often seemed more computer-like than human. She was not without flaws. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, I don't know. This is just... What line was so ridiculous it made you drop the book? I just read, her breasts looked like two little meringues so wonderfully well cooked that it would be inconvenient not to devour them right away. And this is from the POV of a 10-year-old boy talking about a little girl. But that's wrong. And to be honest, if a 10-year-old can come up with that sort of simile, I don't know. I'm not an English teacher. Is that an A or a U or an F, whatever you use in the US? I don't know. Like two little meringues so wonderfully well cooked that it would be inconvenient. It would be inconvenient. What would be inconvenient about it? What would be inconvenient to not eat two meringues? I think it's all bad, isn't it? Everything is bad. The verb choice is bad. The simile is right. Everything is awful. Petition to force all comic, movie, and game creators who want to draw women fighting in high heels to spend a mandatory day in high heels first. Actually, you're wrong, whoever this person is, because everyone remember Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers? You know, that movie dancing couple from the, whatever it was, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, whatever. And everyone talked about Fred Astaire being the greatest dancer ever. And people forget that Ginger Rogers did everything that Fred Astaire did, but backwards and on high heels. So if she could do that, I'm sure there's some woman out there who can do fighting in high heels. Don't you love when a girl's breasts are like hard-boiled perfume by Patrick? And she was young, so very young, that the flow of her allure had not yet grown viscous. Her full limbs were still smooth and solid. Fine. Her breasts plump and pert as hard-boiled eggs. I don't think this is like the meringues. This is just bad similes. Who compares tits to hard-boiled eggs? Tits like bread. This gets better, right? Let's Raquel. It's Raquel with a Q anyway. Someone's third wife could scarcely have been more than 3 or 4 years older than Luke, but her breasts rose like two newly baked loaves of bread over the top of a kirtle, and her skirts strained tight over her rounded buttocks whenever she bent over the cooking pots. Breasts rising like two newly baked loaves of bread, but loaves of bread are not. The shape is all wrong again. Well, when I heard this answer of his wife, said Socrates, I exclaimed, "Good heavens, it's Comachus. On your evidence, your wife has a mind as good as a man's." Ooh. Okay, fine, but this ancient Greek people. Wilbur Smith describes the hero's 13-year-old daughter. The huge violet eyes swam with happy tears. And she had that old-fashioned English porcelain beauty There will never be the acne and the agony of puberty for Melissa Jane. Melissa Jane. Oh dear. I don't know. There's nothing particularly horrendous there. Was she an innocent victim of criminal assault or a willing experience? Not something for this day and age. What's going on here? Loving the Time of the Cholera. I love that book, by the way. So we've got the highlighted area here. I love that book. This is an English translation. I've read it in Spanish. The two cousins began at once. From the first afternoon, they bathed together, naked, the two of them making their reciprocal ablutions with water from the cistern. They soaped each other, they removed each other's knits, they compared their buttocks, their quiet breasts, each looking at herself in the other's mirror to judge with what cruelty time had treated them since the last occasion when they had seen each other undressed. Hildebranda was large and solid, with golden skin, but all the hair on her body was like a mulatta's, as short and curly as steel wool. Fermina Daza, on the other hand, had a pale nakedness with long lines, serene skin, and straight hair. But what's the problem? That they are bathing? It's a bit weird. I'm not minding that so much. Probably that makes me a horrible person. Ken Follett, Pillars of the Earth. I remember that book when everyone in my family read it. We just passed it on, like, yeah. I've done. See what? What? No, I don't want to sex scenes. I prefer funny, cringy descriptions. She was 42 in August, small and slight and blonde, and had not had occasion to test her strength in years. She never once been in a fight. Good. In fact, she went in for nothing physical but sex. A bit of exercise would have been nice as well. As to what she would brave the elements with, she had only the most suburban skills. Could shop, could drive a car one-handed. Errands were her specialty. This is nothing. There's nothing great here. But is this like just bad writing? All in all, I found myself agreeing and wonder later if my ovaries had made the decision for me. Ladies, I think this is one for you. Did your ovaries ever make decisions for you? They sometimes jiggle when I'm around a man Some people get butterflies in their tummies. I have jiggling ovaries. Oh dear, you probably need a doctor for that. Jiggling ovaries. Is it not better to just not go places like this? I don't know. In the fishnet cocktail dress that she had picked up in Monterey during her fisherman period, above a waist so narrow he feared for her digestion, not her breathing, Esther's torso was bifurcated, by cleavage unequal west of the Grand Canyon. Fantastic. It must be an awesome cleavage. She wore no brassiere, but her see-through dress had strategic triangles woven into the netting. That's convenient. Her breasts reminded him of the heads of two jellyfish trying to butter out of a... Oh, but jellyfish are itchy when you touch them. You don't want to touch jellyfish, whereas you want to touch boobies because they're nice and squishy and comforting, whereas jellyfish not jewfish. Oh, not jellyfish. But is jewfish a jellyfish? I'm confused now. In my head, I was thinking jellyfish all the time. And no, let's not do that. Yeah, exactly. What is this? I don't know. Her face flushed with embarrassment. There's nothing particularly wrong. AMP by John. I increased the bill tenderly, as you may imagine. It just having come from between the two smoothest scoops of vanilla I had never. No, interesting. Scoops of vanilla. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, but look, this is 1984 by George Orwell. Just because I hated the sight of you, I wanted to rape you and then murder you afterwards. Let's be honest here. We need to, if you just take that out of context, no, I'm not having anything bad said against 1984, okay? Because that's a messed up book in every possible way. And that sentence, I think, makes sense in the context of the book. Faulkner in Absalom, describing puberty. Jesus Christ, here we go. That state where, though still visible, young girls appear as though seen through glass and where even the voice cannot reach them, where they exist. In a pearly lambents, without shadows and themselves partaking of it, in nebulous suspension held, strange and unpredictable, even their very shape fluid and delicate and without substance, not in themselves floating and seeking, but merely waiting, parasitic and potent and serene, drawing to themselves without effort, the post-genitive upon about which the shape flow into back, breast, bosom. Jesus Christ. And this is why I don't read Faulkner. I think I only wrote one of his books. And again, there's, you want to get metaphorical about things, and that's not. Okay, this is fantastic. So this is the stuff I like. He started to get out and stretch and saw her coming out of the building, striding toward where he was parked on her long, gorgeous legs. Everyone likes a pair of long legs, particularly they're gorgeous. And she took his breath away with the flawless geometry of limb, and the artwork of paw and follicle. Again, someone that's paying too much attention, mate. Lady, if someone is looking at your pores and follicles, I hope he's a hairdresser, because you better run the mile the other way. But he was beginning to realize that there was more than beauty that made her so intensely attractive to eye. Oh, yeah, I think this is just bad. It's bad. The fury she felt and the way came up, sneaking up on her like an orgasm. Orgasms don't sneak up on anyone. You can feel that you're doing something to get there. They don't just appear out of nowhere. If they do, you got a medical condition, isn't it? I don't really highlight them. I cannot read a whole page. It's no. She tossed the short pants to Kip, who caught them instantly and instantly felt awkward. Would you check if those are clean? Kip's eyebrows shot off his face and stuck somewhere 3 floors up. I'm teasing. I just moved and they gave me only everything. Yeah, but this is the Black Prison Brain Weeks. I've read that book. This is not terrible. It's not really that bad. It's not really that bad. She was cute, with a little button nose, gleaming white teeth, and a sun dress that was just tight enough to prove she never missed a Pilates class. Is that bad? That's not terrible. No, that's no. The teeth suffocate her. Really? There's a book called The Teeth Suffocate. Die, you teeth loving bitch. I don't know if I want to read this now or not. Ooh, this is fantastic. This is, I think, a serial killer with a sinister. She murders them. Die, you. I think okay. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna call a day here, because this could go on for too long. But TBR, the teeth suffocator. This is okay, and that's all I got for today. Thank you for watching. Take lots and lots of care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.